3 ultimate texting secrets that women can't resist. Pure Stoic truth. Have you ever sent a text to a woman and then waiting for hours, maybe even a whole day, only to get back a single letter? K, or worse, nothing at all. If that sounds painfully familiar, you're definitely not alone. In fact, most men have felt that quiet sting of being ignored. But if you haven't, drop a no in the comments. I seriously want to learn your Jedi mind tricks. Let's get real. For a second, texting shouldn't feel like a high-stakes chess game. But for many guys, it's exactly that. A mind game they never seem to win. They send a message, then stare at their phones every 5 minutes, reread their words 10 times over, second-guess every emoji, every phrase. And when she doesn't reply, that sinking pit in your stomach hits hard. Trust me, I've been there too. Here's the kicker. The more you try to get it right, the more she pulls away. Here's the truth, brother. Most men text in a way that silently kills attraction, without even realizing it. They come off too eager, too predictable, and too easy to forget. But what if I told you that with just 3 small changes, you could flip the script? Instead of chasing her attention, you become the man she waits to hear from, the one who stays in her mind long after the last text. Today, we're breaking down 3 powerful texting secrets women simply can't resist. These aren't cheesy pickup lines or cheap tricks. They're grounded in psychology and Stoic emotional mastery, the kind of presence that effortlessly pulls her in. If you're done feeling invisible and ready to become that man, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let's dive into secret. Number 1. Texts that spark her curiosity. Imagine this. You send a message to a woman and instead of that usual delay, she replies instantly, not just with words, but with questions. She's eager, engaged, hooked. Sounds like a fantasy, right? It's not. It's basic psychology. Curiosity is one of the strongest emotional triggers the human mind knows. When something piques your interest, your brain enters a state of tension. It craves closure. It demands answers. That's why we binge watch shows with cliffhangers. That's why we click on headlines promising a mystery. And yes, that's why some texts grab attention while others vanish into the void. If you can trigger that same curiosity in her, she can't help but respond. She needs to know more. It's automatic. It's irresistible. But here's where most guys get it wrong. They send messages that are completely harmless, but completely forgettable. Like, hope you're having a nice day. How was your weekend? Hey, what's up? Polite, sure, exciting, not even close. These texts don't create any emotional gap. They don't leave her wondering. They don't spark her imagination. They give her all the information up front and no reason to reply. Let's flip the script. Instead of telling her everything, say just enough to leave her hanging. Plant a seed, but don't water it right away. Try messages like, "You won't believe what just happened to me today. You did something completely unexpected in my dream last night. I just realized something kind of interesting about you." Each of these lines creates a curiosity gap. They open a loop. They hint at a story, but don't reveal the ending. Now, she has to respond. Her mind starts filling in the blanks. She's imagining, guessing, hooked. But here's the key. Don't give it all away. Not yet. Say she replies, "What happened?" Or "What did I do in your dream?" Most guys would spill the story immediately, but not you. You pace it, building on that curiosity gap we created. Here's how you keep her hooked. You tease just enough. You might say something like, "It's actually kind of funny, but before I tell you, have you ever had a moment when something totally random reminded you of someone out of nowhere?" Now you've deepened the loop. She's not just waiting for an answer anymore. She's invested in the story. She's involved. This isn't a monologue, it's a back and forth. And the best part, you're not chasing, you're leading. Men who master this don't struggle to keep conversations alive. They never run out of things to say, not because they're performing, but because they're truly engaging. Here's what happens when a woman starts investing emotionally. She feels like part of the interaction, not just a passive reactor. That emotional investment changes everything. Once curiosity hooks her, connection follows, and once connection happens, she can't help but reply. Texting becomes effortless, not because you're clever, but because you understand rhythm, timing, and psychology. You're not flooding her with words, you're opening doors and inviting her to walk through. It's not about being mysterious just for mystery's sake. It's about inviting her in without giving away all the secrets. And that, my friend, is the power of curiosity. If this resonates with you, smash that like button, subscribe to the Pure Stoic Truth, and drop a comment telling me what kind of text would make you curious enough to reply right away. Let's hear your thoughts. Number 2. Texts that create anticipation. If curiosity grabs her attention, anticipation keeps her coming back, even when you're not texting. It's that silent tension, that subtle pull, the thing that makes her check her phone hoping to see your name. And here's the science behind it. When a woman anticipates something exciting, her brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical that lights up when she's packing for a trip, waiting for a birthday, surprise, or counting down to a long weekend. The more anticipation builds, the deeper her emotional investment becomes. That's where attraction truly grows. But most guys miss this entirely. They kill anticipation before it even starts. How? They give too much too soon. They send texts like, "I got you something today," or "I planned a fun date," or "I have something to tell you." These aren't bad messages. They're thoughtful, sweet even, but they miss one essential ingredient: mystery. There's nothing left for her to wonder about. No tension, no excitement. When she knows everything up front, there's nothing to look forward to. But when you build anticipation, you activate that part of her brain, craving answers, which keeps her emotionally hooked. So how do you do it? Simple. Take those same ideas, but leave room for her to guess, wonder, and react. Try texts like, "I saw something today that instantly made me think of you. Want to guess what it was? I've got something planned for Friday. You're either going to love it or be really curious. Do you like surprises? I realized something about you today. Should I tell you or keep it to myself?" A little longer. Now, instead of passively receiving your text, she leans in. Her mind starts filling in the blanks. She's emotionally engaged, not just replying out of politeness. And here's the trick to make it even more powerful. Don't spill the secret right away. If she asks, "What is it?" hold back just a little. Say something like, "I could tell you now, but where's the fun in that? Take a guess first." Suddenly a simple text becomes a game, playful, emotionally stimulating. You're no longer just a guy trying to keep a conversation alive. You're the guy who makes her feel something. The guy who keeps her guessing. The guy she's talking to in her head, even when she's not texting back. And that's powerful. Building on what we've learned so far, this quiet confidence changes everything. You're not rushing. You're not over-explaining. You're not desperate for a reply. You're leading, and women feel that shift immediately. Anticipation is what transforms the ordinary into something unforgettable. It turns a plain message into a spark that lingers in her mind all day long. The key isn't to say everything. is to say just enough to let her imagination fill in the rest. When you master this, your messages won't just get replies. They'll earn investment. She won't just respond, she'll start checking her phone, hoping it's you. If this idea resonates, smash that like button, subscribe to the Pure Stoic Truth, and share in the comments what's one line you've used, or good news, to build anticipation in a conversation. Let's learn from each other. Number 3. Offering genuine compliments. Most men believe that giving compliments automatically makes a woman like them. But here's the truth. A compliment given the wrong way can do more harm than good. Why? Because women hear the same shallow compliments all the time, especially if she's attractive, telling her, "You're so beautiful," or "You're the most stunning girl I've ever seen," is likely something she's heard dozens of times. This week, maybe even today. It doesn't make you stand out. It doesn't make her feel truly seen. It just makes you sound like every other guy trying to say the right thing. The problem isn't the compliment itself, it's how and what you choose to highlight. The power of a compliment lies not in sweetness, but in specificity, sincerity, and depth. A genuine compliment shows you see her beyond her looks. For example, instead of saying, "You have such pretty eyes," or "You're so hot," try, "I admire the way you stay calm in stressful situations." That's rare. "I like how you speak your mind without sounding aggressive." That balance isn't easy. You have a way of making people feel safe around you, like they can truly be themselves. See the difference? These compliments are personal. They show you pay attention not only to her appearance, but to how she thinks, speaks, and carries herself. When a woman feels understood, she feels connected, and that's where emotional attraction begins. Here's the secret. When you compliment her values, mindset, or energy, you enter a realm most men never reach. You're no longer admiring a painting, you're engaging with a person, and that's powerful. But one more thing matters: timing. A well-placed compliment hits harder than 5 random ones. Don't drop praise just to fill silence. Wait for the right moment. If she's opening up about her career goals, say, "I respect how driven you are." Most people just talk, but you actually take action. If she shares something vulnerable, say, "I really admire how honest you are." Most people hide behind small talk. These moments make her feel valued. They create a positive emotional imprint, and that feeling gets associated with you. It's not just about making her smile. It's about becoming the person who makes her feel genuinely appreciated without trying too hard. That's what most men miss. They chase approval. They compliment to gain something. But a stoic man compliments because he observes, respects, and recognizes what's worth acknowledging, and he speaks. When the time is right, he's not playing a game. He's showing character. Remember, the best compliments don't come from a script. They come from presence, from seeing what others overlook. If this perspective helped you rethink how you give compliments, hit like, subscribe to the Pure Stoic Truth, and share in the comments. What's one compliment you've given or received that truly meant something? Let's raise the bar together. By now, you've probably realized texting isn't just about what you say. It's about how you make her feel. Every message you send either sparks curiosity, builds anticipation, or makes her feel genuinely seen and appreciated. And if it doesn't do any of those things, you're just another name in her inbox. Easy to overlook, easier to forget. Let's recap the 3 secrets. Curiosity creates open loops. You say just enough to get her thinking, wondering, and needing more. That keeps the conversation alive. Anticipation gives her something to look forward to. It adds tension, turning a simple text into something playful and memorable. Genuine compliments hit different, because when you recognize who she is, not just how she looks, you connect on a deeper emotional level. That's rare. That's unforgettable. Most guys get stuck in dry, scripted texting. No spark, no emotion, and then they wonder why she disappears. But not you. From now on, every text you send will carry intention. It'll be calm, confident, and emotionally intelligent. That's what makes texting effortless. That's what makes you stand out, because when a woman feels something real, she responds. And here's the best part. You won't be chasing attention anymore. You'll be the one she wants to hear from. If this video gave you new insight, hit like, subscribe to the Pure Stoic Truth, and tell me in the comments, which of the 3 texting principles will you start using today? Thanks for watching, and remember, you can check out our latest videos right here on the screen. See you in the next one.